Welcome back. Before the commercial break, we were talking about finding your passion and purpose and doing it through different methods. Sylvia Plester-Silk is back for this segment, and she's going to actually be taking us through a life purpose reading or a career purpose reading for a viewer, and she's going to be doing that through an Akashic reading. So Sylvia, I do have a viewer's questions. So we're going to call her MJ for confidentiality reasons. So she provided 3 questions specifically to advice and guidance that she's looking around her career and her purpose around her career. Okay, so I'm ready. Can I ask the first question?
Okay, go.
Okay. First question is, do I have a predestined career? If so, does my soul have any advice to guide me in the right direction?
It is not so much about a predestined career as it is about looking within yourself and looking at those natural attributes that you have. Ensure that you're not going against your grain, but yet you are going with your own personality and what fits with you. Don't try to prove that you are something that you're not, but instead really focus on those things that you bring to the table, those things that you love, that you enjoy.
So second question is, what is preventing me from moving forward in my career?
So what I see you doing is I see you pulling back and stepping forward and pulling back and stepping forward. It's like you're not stepping fully into it. I'm hearing second guessing. You're doing a lot of second guessing and really questioning whether or not you're actually capable. And we need to know that you to know that you are fully capable to just like step in. And what I'm seeing is like with both feet, you're stepping right in, and it's like it feels like a very assertive, very clear stepping. And it's like you need to move into this space and claim that space as yours, as if it is a fact. It is not about willowing or, I need that word clearer, ebbing about it, but it's actually just stepping in and taking that risk and trusting yourself within that you have what it takes to be that fully. So it is not so much about what you choose or how you choose to express that, but it is owning it and saying, this is mine, I am capable, and I can do this. Because you have so many abilities that you have not even uncovered yet, that you need to understand you have the ability to step forward with confidence and be all you can be. Stop shying away from that which is yours, but instead step right into it, own it, and be proud of yourself for doing so. Okay. Next question.
And MJ's last question, question number 3, is what can I do to remove these obstacles?
So I'm seeing you looking back over your shoulder as if to say, what's held me back? How have I questioned myself? And has that been in a way that has helped me to move forward, or has that been in a way, and I'm seeing you kind of like locked in like steel ropes, if you will, your arms, as if like this. And so think about how could you think differently? What are those things where you've stepped into and you've checked all the boxes? And I'm seeing like almost like a little report card that's like you're getting checks. So look at and think about, what is it that you personally love to do and that you want to play out? What would give you that satisfaction within yourself if you could every day do this?
Okay. And that was all the questions. Okay. So in a reading, so a life purpose or career purpose reading, like what we just did, so there is some very generic and some very specific information that's given. So when someone has a reading, kind of what do they do with the information that they've just learned?
So what I've discovered that many people do is they take a lot of notes, or they listen to the recording and they listen to it periodically. Mm-hmm. So because as time goes on, they realize that what they thought meant something right at the time of the reading, 6 months, a year, 2 years down the road, actually has even deeper significance than what they originally thought. So it's almost as if it uncovers as they go through it.
So is it something that you just kind of need to sit and just reflect with for a little bit, or if there's an idea that says, oh, this is something I really need to run with, just taking action right away?
Well, I would recommend that you take action right away, because if you sit and think about it, especially like in the viewer's thing where she's questioning herself a lot, mind's going to come in and challenge you instead of starting to take those risks and taking those steps forward and trusting that even though if there's a meandering stream, you're going to end up in the right place.
And how can you trust? Like you just mentioned the word trust. So how do you start to trust like a message or something like this in the process of it?
Well, some people actually sit down and have a book. And so they're like, okay, I saw this, or this caught my attention, and maybe journal about it, or just taking note that, oh my goodness, and remembering, oh, I saw a red canoe. I saw actually 3 of them. And what's the significance of that? Right? If you're looking for the signs, you're much more likely to see it. And then, of course, mind can come in and go, oh, maybe I'm just reading too much into that. So it's got to be relaxed and not be tight of, oh, I've got to look for the signs, so much as just allowing yourself to notice and just be aware. And I think often the signs, there's a catch inside your heart space.
Oh, okay.
That it's kind of like, there's something there. There's a significance. And it's thinking about, what is significant about that? What could that mean for me?
Okay. Now, do you find that more women are asking, like, the bigger question? Is there something more? There's got to be something more, and really trying to identify that purpose.
I think so. I think that we've come to the point where we spend so much time in our career, and many of us women, most of us women, are wonderfully skilled at different things. And just because we're skilled in it doesn't mean it's good enough, right? So I'm really skilled at crisis work and social work, but I have no interest in doing it because it doesn't fill my soul, right? And so it's really thinking about what more is there? And I think a lot of us are asking, I got the career, I got the promotion, I have the kids, they're doing okay. Now what? There's got to be something more to this life.
Wow. Well, thank you very much for sharing what you do to help women really start to explore and discover that something more and what it is that they can do.
Thank you, Danielle.
You're welcome.
Got to have these people living on purpose.
On purpose. And that is our episode for today. Thank you for choosing to spend time with us on the C-Suite. We will see you next time.